It was a cold November night. I was taking a shit at 2 a.m., looking at my YouTube analytics and realized something. Since 2020, I never had to work a regular job a day in my life again because I learned how to blow up on YouTube. So in Christmas spirit, I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your channel in 2026 so you can eventually change your life just like I did with mine. But why? Trust me, I get it. I've helped over 300 people inside my group Winners Club, with one of our biggest wins this month coming from my guy Ben the Builder, who got monetized in just under 2 weeks of working with me. But keep your wallet in your pocket because today you're getting the sauce for free. So shut your mouth and open your ears because I'm going to show you how to grow on YouTube the easy way. Can we be honest for a second? If you're a random person on YouTube, would you really watch your own videos? Or are you just speedrunning content in hopes of getting lucky with the algorithm? If you actually want to make YouTube work, here is the big phallic shaped pill that you need to swallow. You wouldn't actually click on your own videos. You wouldn't watch your own videos, and you definitely wouldn't comment on your own videos because they're simply not as good as your ego thinks they are. In reality, you're just making half-baked content because you're scared of putting effort into a video and not getting the views that you want. Well, guess what? That's the risk you're gonna have to take if you want to change your life with YouTube this year. But I'm gonna show you 5 key pillars that you need to fix to make growing on YouTube less of a guessing game and more of a straight path to success. And pillar number 1 is the idea. Everyone fucking knows already that a good idea is what gets you views in the first place. No shit. But what nobody talks about is what actually makes a good idea. Simply put, a good idea is different for every niche, but these are the core foundations of what makes a good video idea universally. Number 1 is that you need to know if there's a large enough audience for your idea. For example, my guy Broken Staff, who's also in Winners Club by the way, uploaded a video called Beating Skyrim, but I Can't Break the Laws of Islam. Islam is a huge religion with over 2 billion members around the world. Skyrim is also an extremely popular game that sold 60 million copies since 2011. And when you put the two together, you have a video idea that is both interesting and has a huge audience that people would potentially watch. Number 2 is that you know the idea is good when the intro of the video is actually interesting. A bad video idea is something that has been done time and time again, but a good video idea is something that hasn't been done before. If your intro is genuinely interesting, it probably means that your idea is interesting. And finally, number 3 is more of a question rather than a foundation, and it's asking yourself if you're genuinely excited to make the video. You wouldn't be excited to make the same video as everyone else, right? So if you genuinely have passion towards the video you're making, it's probably a good indicator that your idea would actually be interesting for a random person to watch. So now that you have your idea, what is next? It's the packaging of the video. And when I say packaging, I mean the thumbnail, title, and intro. But just like the idea, everyone knows that good packaging is what you need to get clicks. But how the f do you actually do that? Let's first start with the title of the video. The title is simply just the idea of the video. You don't need to be overly fancy or use clickbaity words. All you have to do is describe what your video is about in the simplest way possible. And a good rule of thumb is to make sure that it takes absolutely zero brain power to understand what your video is about. Remember my guy Ben the Builder from the beginning of this video? The video that got him monetized had an extremely simple title. It was simply called How Much Does It Cost to Build a New House UK 2026. It wasn't some overcomplicated shit like the dark truth to building homes in the United Kingdom in 2026. And if that was the title, the video would have probably gotten 10 views rather than 82,000 views. Keep your title simple and as easy to read as possible. Okay, so with titles out the way, now it's the thumbnail. I'm gonna keep it real with you, my king. This is where everyone fucks up, so we're gonna keep it simple and easy. The thumbnail's sole purpose is exactly the same as the title. You simply just reinforce the idea and the title inside the thumbnail. So for example, if you were going to upload a video called Beating Fallout New Vegas, but I Can't Break the Rules of Islam, you would literally have just a symbol of Islam and the Fallout character that looks like he's a Muslim. Now this is just one example out of millions of videos, but at the end of the day, the thumbnail needs to do one thing. It needs to simply convey what the video is about as fast as possible. And bonus tip, if it takes you even half of a second to figure out what the video is about, it's not good enough to upload yet. So go back to the drawing board and make a new thumbnail. Okay, so we got the idea, the thumbnail, and the title. All that's left to a banger video that could change your life are 2 simple things that 99% of YouTubers love to up. It's the intro and the video itself. So let's start with the intro. Do you remember how I started this video? I literally told you I was taking a shit. And that probably caught your attention if you're still watching at this point. The lesson here is that a good intro is simply a sentence that breaks the norm of your niche. If everyone is starting their video out the same, just find a way to break the pattern. People will listen and your audience will love you for it. And for the final part of what makes a good video is literally that, a good fucking video. And it's simply just having love for the game. If you have an idea that you genuinely care about, it shouldn't be hard to make a video that holds people's dopamine-ridden brains for more than 2 minutes. So making a good video is simple. Just pick an idea that you want to talk about and fucking talk about it.